Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here and welcome back to my channel. I need to give a couple of shout outs to a couple people. All right, there has been 2 people that have signed up for my newsletter since my last video within the last day or 2. So I wanted to thank you. So thank you so much to Kim and to Dinah. Thank you so much for signing up for my keto newsletter. If you are new here, I do provide a keto newsletter that I put out monthly. You receive it in an email, and it has 2 exclusive recipes that I don't share on any of my social media platforms, as well as I have a 3-day kickstart for your keto diet, which gives you 3 days of keto meals to get you on track and to get you into ketosis, rather than just the normal bacon eggs. So make sure you check it out. I will have the link in the description. All right, today I am going to take you on a full day of eating. Today is my keto day, so I will be sharing with you what I have on a keto day. As most of you know, I've been doing the protein sparing modified fasting. So I've been doing 3 days of that, 3 days of keto, and then on Sundays is always my keto refeed, where I just kind of bump up the calories and bump up the macros just to kind of get more calories in me, because I am doing 3 days of the protein sparing modified fasting, which is about 700 calories for those 3 days. So it's always good to kind of do a refeed day. I always leave it to Sundays because that's the day that we usually have like a Sunday meal. It gives me a chance to enjoy some of my keto treats. I usually have them on Sundays as well too. So I will share with what I'm eating today, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, for meal number 1, I am going to make an omelette. I haven't had an omelette for so long, and I thought that was going to be a perfect way to kind of have like a larger calorie dense meal, because I usually do 2 meals a day, and I usually try to make those meals fairly calorie dense, like 500-600 calories for each meal. So I thought that it would be a good way to get a whole bunch of calories in and make this like fully loaded omelet. It was absolutely delicious. So I started out with 3 eggs. I added some Redmond's real salt, and I added some pepper as well too. And I usually keep my seasonings pretty simple for my omelets. Honestly, like I don't tend to add a lot of things to my omelets. I keep it fairly simple. So I decided to get started on my red pepper. I decided that I was going to put some red peppers, some mushrooms, and some ham and bacon, fresh cut smoked bacon, by the way, of course, right? So I have started just cutting up my red peppers. Now you can use any sort of vegetables that you like. I honestly just need to use up this red pepper, and same with the mushrooms before they went bad. So I just like to add them to whatever kind of meal that I'm making. It just adds flavor and definitely makes use of the red peppers as well too that I had left in the fridge, because you guys know I hate throwing things out. I try in my power to not throw anything out. All right, so I just threw the red peppers in with my egg mixture, and I thought I was going to add my peppers in, or add my mushrooms in the same mixture, but I decided against it. I actually decided that I would fry up those mushrooms with the bacon and ham in a fry pan, which you will see a short clip of in a little bit. But I did slice up the mushrooms, and then I changed my mind about putting it in with the egg mixture because I just didn't want it to get all crumbly and everything. I kind of wanted the mushrooms to keep their shape and not turn into pieces once I put it in the egg mixture. So what I did then is I put some olive oil in a pan, and I'm just getting ready to start my omelet. As you can see there, it is all ready to go. So I just pour that in a skillet, and I kept it on medium to low. Actually, I think towards the end I kept it on low because I was waiting for all of my meat to fry up. So this is what I did. It's bacon, ham, and mushrooms. I just fried that all together. I didn't add any oil. There was enough grease from the bacon to make everything nice and sauteed. So once my omelet was about half finished, then I put the mixture on one side. I'm sure everybody's made an omelet before, but I know you guys are really interested to see how I make it. And then I just added some cheese. There is 40 grams of cheese that I had total. I make sure that I'm counting everything. Well, pretty much everything. Anyways, I didn't measure the red peppers or the mushrooms, but it still wasn't very much. But I did 40 grams of cheese. I put some in the middle, and then I folded it in half and got that all nice and melted. Like, this was an absolutely huge omelet. You don't think that 3 eggs is going to make a big omelet, but it really, really does. It was delicious though. Like I said, I recorded this yesterday, so Saturday morning. So this was the perfect brunch. I had it around lunchtime and it was just perfect. I haven't had an omelet in so long. So I added the remainder cheese on top. Of course, I utilized all of it because I had counted it already in my macros. So I put all that cheese on top and then I just put a lid on it. I turned the stove off and just let that slowly melt. And here I am putting it on the plate. It pretty much takes up my whole entire plate. It was that big. But like I said, it was just the perfect brunch meal to have for meal number 1. And I decided that I was going to have some of my cinnamon sugar bread, of course. If you guys haven't seen this video, I will link it here in the cards. But it is my favorite recipe that I have created. And I decided to put some wow butter on that because I am allergic to all nuts. So I do have wow butter. It's a soy nut butter. And look at that. I even did a full tablespoon, measured it, and I put half on each slice. Now, what I was thinking what I should have done afterwards that I put the soy nut butter is I should have put some butter on there and then lightly toasted it in the fry pan and then put on the peanut butter, well, the soy nut butter. That would have been delicious. And but this cinnamon sugar bread, you guys, if you have not made it, stop what you're doing right now and make it. I'm telling you, it is the best thing ever to have on either of your protein sparing modified fast days or your keto days. I add some soy and nut butter to it. It's amazing. And here are the macros for that meal. All right, everyone, I wanted to give you a weight update. I have brought my phone as well because I have been updating you. Well, I'm gonna try to update you every week. So I wanted to give you a weigh-in update. So I will actually start from my last update. So last week I had weighed in at 143.2, and today, which is 9/11, September 11th, 151.6. So I have lost 1.6 pounds. So excited. I have been doing phenomenal following this protein sparing modified fasting, and I'm absolutely loving it. Between that and my keto days, I've been doing a refeed days on Sunday where I raise all of my calories and macros, and it's been working perfectly. I also wanted to give my condolences to everybody, all of my US friends. I know a lot of my subscribers are from the US, and today is 9/11, and I am recording this down in my office because we have been watching documentaries. It's been loud and busy upstairs today because it is a Saturday. So I just wanted to film this in my office, and I did a voiceover in my meal number 1, and I may do a voiceover for meal number 2. So I apologize. I hope that's okay with you guys. But I want to know where you were on September 11th. Where were you? I exactly remember where I was and what I was doing. Jenna was actually born, and my mom and dad watched Jenna. I never did have a babysitter. I was fortunate enough that my mom and dad watched both of my kids, and I was getting ready for work that day, and my sister lives down in the States, and my parents had been getting phone calls from her because of course nobody knew what was going on in the world, right? So she was kind of nervous. She lives in Idaho, but she was very nervous, was kind of keeping contact with my mom and dad, and there was a time period that the phones actually went down as well too, so they couldn't get a hold of my sister. But yeah, I went to work that day, and we had it on the news even when I went to work. I worked in an office, and we had it on the news all day and watched updates all day. So Canada, we stand with you. US, I have the chills right now. I have been thinking about you all day, and I've been watching all the documentaries, and my heart goes out to you. All right, you guys know that I am a huge fan of FreezerFit. We will be making meal number 2, and it is going to be a FreezerFit meal. So this part of the video is sponsored by FreezerFit. Thank you so much for being so supportive of my YouTube channel and sponsoring these videos. I really, really appreciate it. I love sharing FreezerFit with all of my followers. FreezerFit has actually saved me a whole bunch of time, money, and as well it gives me nutritional meals while I'm on the go. So their main focus is batch cooking. So if anybody ever has done batch cooking, you are cooking 6 to 8 meals at one time, putting them in the freezer. They are ready to be cooked and ready to go as soon as they come out of the freezer. Some of the recipes on the website even come from the frozen state. So you don't have to worry about, I forgot to take out food. I guess it's an excuse for me to eat out. You won't have to worry about any of that, because when you actually sign up for a FreezerFit membership, you will have tons of recipes for your family, for keto. They even have options for Mexican, Italian, different kinds of cuisine. Even gives you options for nut-free, which I love because you guys know I'm allergic to all nuts. Also to gluten-free recipes. Tons of recipes on their website. So also too, what FreezerFit is doing today is they are offering a free keto freezer cookbook. This cookbook is worth a $19 value, and you will be getting it for free. All you need to do is register on their website and watch Chef Susie make a whole bunch of batch cooking, and she will prepare everything, and then after that is all done, you will receive your free keto cookbook. So make sure that you sign up. I will have the link in the description, and make sure you do that. You can either watch it now or at a later time. They really cater to your needs. It's a fabulous, easy website to navigate through. I know a few of my followers have signed up already and gotten the membership and are loving it, as am I. It saves me a ton of time. It makes it easy to figure out what I'm going to be having for supper, and I've also made regular meals, like non-keto meals for my family, because there's lots of those options in that cookbook as well too. There's lots of those options when you sign up for the membership. It is a one-time fee. They have a fabulous sale going on right now, so make sure that you check it out in the description. But today I am going to be making a hot dog chili cheesy casserole dish. I'm excited for this because today I just felt like having like deep fried food and like bad food, like keto style, right? So this is perfect. I kind of felt like a hot dog or hamburger or something like that. So that is what I'm going to be making for meal number 2. So let's get started. All right, we are getting started on dinner. So like I had said, this is a FreezerFit video, and this turned out so good, you guys. I couldn't believe it how good it actually was. Jimmy was laughing at me when I was making it, but this was so good. If you guys have ever had chili cheese hot dogs, you will want to make this. Make sure that you go to FreezerFit, sign up, get their membership. It is 100% worth it. Every penny. You get tons of recipes, and this recipe is included. So what I did is I just cut up hot dogs for the bottom layer, and the freezer package that I had taken out yesterday, the day before, was defrosting, and all I had to do literally was throw it in a skillet, let it all brown up, because there was hamburger and there was tomato sauce and there was a whole bunch of different things in there. I let it saute until it was thoroughly cooked. There's the package there. And I just threw that in my skillet, and I put the ingredients and what I was supposed to do right on the baggie, so I know what I'm doing when I take it out of the freezer. But you can also look it up on the website as well too. But it was super, super easy. So I fried it all up for about 20-30 minutes, and then I put it over top of my chopped up hot dogs. And I made sure that everything was pretty covered. I made this actually, I think it was for 4 servings. The good thing about FreezerFit that I love is that you can change the amount of servings. So I think this was a 6-serving recipe, but you can change it to a 1 serving, 2 servings, whatever amount you want, and it'll change the ingredients. And I love that in a recipe. You guys know that I've mentioned that before as well too. I love that option because it's just me that's keto in the family. I'm the only one that eats keto. Jimmy and Zoe are carbaholics. They love their carbs. So I'm the only one that eats keto. And hey, I always say this, but if I can lose over 100 pounds while living in this household, you can do it too, trust me. All right, so then I am just adding some cheese on the top, and I didn't measure my cheese for this. I just wanted to make sure that it was completely covered. It does give the amount that you need to use, but I love my cheese, so I sometimes use a little bit more than what they suggest. I thought I had enough here, but I ended up grating some more cheese, of course. It just makes the dish. I find like the extra cheese totally 100% makes this dish. So this was absolutely wonderful. I had this and I split this serving into, this is a 9x9 glass pan, and I split that into 4 servings, and the serving, 1/4 of it is plenty. It will definitely fill you up. So you're going to put that in the oven. And then while I had that in the oven, I decided that I kind of wanted a side dish. Like I said, I was kind of feeling like something not bad, but you know what I mean? Like a deep fried or something that just wasn't your traditional meal. So I decided to make some jalapeno poppers. I don't have a recipe for this. I just kind of wing it. I melt my cream cheese. I add some seasonings. I add some shredded cheese. And then I just put it in the jalapeno popper, and then I wrap it in bacon. And then I usually put it in an oven for 400 or at 400 degrees for about 20 or 30 minutes. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves because, yeah, I did that once where I cut up jalapenos and then I rubbed my eye. So definitely that is necessity is gloves. All right, so our hot dog casserole is out of the oven, and I let that cool, and then a few minutes later, then the jalapeno poppers were done, and these are the macros for meal number 2. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you got some meal ideas and what to have on your keto days. Make sure that you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.